This your boy Theoretical is coming at you with another video. One Punch Man episode review discussion 10. Now, jumping into the episode, we see the beginnings of Tornado and the dinosaur that decide, well, the dinosaur king that decides that he's going to take over the planet. Da 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 da. We see the military in the One Punch Man world attacking the dinosaur, and then she arrives. You know, she got a phone call from somebody. You know, bickering about something. She's one of them chicks that just runs her freaking mouth all the dang on time. And she didn't take the dinosaur king, Barney, Yoshi, whatever you want to call him, seriously. She just took it as like, yeah, whatever. And next thing you know, he does his little Dino Clap, feet clap, and she just flashes to the left, well, to the right of him, and calls in, you know, that good old dinosaur story. You know, that meteorite just came down on him, and it was the end of that. And we progress further through the episode of Genos and Saitama, Mr. One Punch Man himself, to the dojo of Bang's dojo, and he was just, I guess, showcasing his technique. And he has one of these students of his that seen that Genos and Saitama didn't acknowledge his techniques, even though Bang had told him that they're stronger than me. They're much levels beyond me. And then we get some guy from the Hero Association that informs Bang and Genos to come to the Hero Association because of some type of problem that's some big news catastrophe that's getting ready to happen. So they go to the Hero Association. We see all these S-class heroes. We see Tornado. I'm not gonna name all of them. We see Mr. Sweet Feet himself. The Metal Knight, he's S-class hero, but he wasn't there. We see King, the child prodigy. I forgot his name. The one boy, little boy that licks that lollipop suck or whatever. We see all these S-class heroes. You know, and S-class heroes are probably the most immature class of heroes in One Punch Man. Very immature. But they discuss the somewhat or possibly type of catastrophe that's going to happen to planet Earth. And Saitama was just saying, hey, they gave the time frame of when the catastrophe could happen, and Saitama just said, hey, that could happen not in 6 months, that can happen today, tomorrow, you never know. And then the next day, you know, it happens. They get attacked. The Hero Association HQ gets attacked by these sky, I believe, birds. The dino birds. No, they weren't dinosaur birds. They were some goblin-like creatures, Sky King creatures. And they get slashed like fodder by the alien UFO, by a creature from that UFO that came down to Earth. Some type of, he looks like Seth from Street Fighter with a cross of, the Samuel Jackson looking Majin Buu, something like that. He looked some similar to that effect. Next thing we see is Saitama just punching a hole through the HQ, because the HQ, well before that, the city had got destroyed. It got completely obliterated by the UFO, and the only thing that withstood was the HQ itself, because it's made by Metal Knight. Now, I don't know what type of material Metal Knight uses for his armor. Well, it's not really Metal Knight. It's really a scientist behind Metal Knight that's using him as a droid. But we see that the HQ withstood the blast, and it really wasn't a blast. It was, well, I guess you could say it's a blast, but the thing is, it wasn't explosive or anything like that. It was just the rocket propulsion from the ships, well, from the ship that blew the whole freaking city away. And the HQ had withstood thanks to Metal Knight, and Saitama just punched his way through the top and decided to go, go forward and see what was going on outside. And as he goes forward, he gets shot by these gigantic 40 cal bullets. Well, I don't even say 40 cal, because them things are huge. Those bullets were like boulder huge. And Saitama tanks it. He dodges one and then smashes the other ones, dodges some more, smashes the other ones, and then he just blew himself in there into the spaceship. Now we see the other heroes arrive. We see the apprentice of Atomic Samurai, and he put in a little bit of work on the Majin Buu, the Samuel L. Jackson Majin Buu cross Street Fighter from Seth from Street Fighter looking creature. He's putting in work, but eventually he realized that he couldn't do anything. And Atomic Knight, his master, had came to save him. And Atomic Knight, like, once we progress into the to the series, you're gonna really see what he's about. But yeah, he put it, Atomic Knight start putting in work, and right along, Bang had came along. They started to team up, and the other guy with the bat, I forgot his name. They started to team up, and then they switch over to Tornado, King, Genos, and the big black dude, which, oh my goodness. They switch over to them, and they're asking King, hey, can you do something about that? He's like, no, I really can't do anything about it. You're just gonna have to call Metal Knight. And Tornado, once again with that mouth of hers, just starts rambling, and then Genos contributes to, like, hey, I'll do something about it. And then next thing you know, she rambles again, pisses off Genos a little bit. And the black guy told Genos, hey man, just chill out. Hey, you kind of get in her way, she'll kill you. And then Genos was like, hey, you know what, Master's in there, everything's alright, Master's in there, because really there's no evil force Gao can hurt Genos, Mr. One Punch Man himself. And Genos, we see him just blowing past everything left and right, uppercuts, left cuts, bodying people as he usually does. And I guess we see some acid creature who thought he was just that deal and got his head took off. And Saitama just stated that, hey, where's the boss? And the guys should be coming around right now because I'm taking out everybody. And the boss still hasn't came around. And then we see, I don't know, this isn't a spoiler, but then we see Lord Boros sitting on his throne, and this is going to be very interesting next week. For those of you that's just reading the anime, watching the anime, viewing the anime, it's going to be very interesting. And basically, that was the episode. Now, like, once again, the progression of the episodes is very fast. It's very fast, and also they skipped a lot. I was expecting right after they beat the Sea King and Seafolk King that they would go into the backstory of Sonic, which that's what happened in the manga, but I guess they're not, following the formation of the manga. But I was really expecting that, and it just didn't happen. But hopefully they do it. But then again, they didn't even include Chapter 0 into the anime yet, so who knows? But the pacing of the episode, pretty fast. Animation, it wasn't nothing too dynamic for it to even be animated top notch. But the quality of animation that Madhouse provides is just still quality animation. Like, it's the best animation that I've seen in years. Like, Studio Period used to be that deal until recently. Which, well, I mean, they did animate Tokyo Ghoul, but you know what? I should do a video on them. But I'll give the overall episode, 5 out of 5. Just tell me what you think. Peace out.